Hiya, how are you doing? I'm Darren Grimes and welcome to Reasons UK. So 65 people have been arrested so far at the time of recording, says the Metropolitan Police. They were facing criticisms after anti-lockdown protesters were arrested and faced fines of £10,000, including Jeremy Corbyn's brother, Piers Corbyn, for breaching COVID regulations on mass gatherings. But putting aside the Metropolitan Police selective application of the law when it comes to politically correct protests like the Black Lives Matter one or these environmental ones, Extinction Rebellion have proven time and time again that it's those with the broadest shoulders that are making life more difficult than it already is for the working men and women of Britain today, post-pandemic, post-lockdown. Just imagine, right? Those trying to get the kids back to school for the first day since lockdown began and the schools were chained shut. Or getting themselves back to work so that they can attempt to repair the catastrophic impact that lockdown of the economy has and placed upon the British economy, and massive hit to jobs, livelihoods, and the future prospects for many young people. You know, getting to their jobs and schools is being made harder by those with names like Oscar and Tabitha. You know, these middle-class youths that think that their opinions are more important than everybody else's because they've got a greater stake in the planet. And let me tell you, I reckon we should send Oscar and Tabitha and the rest of these Extinction Rebellion. Look, I can hear the police car there. They'll probably be trying to get these Extinction Rebellion people off of our streets. But it should be the likes of Oscar and Tabitha, middle-class youths, that go off to communist China, which produces more CO2 than the EU and the US combined, and more than 60% of their power comes from coal. Why don't these people book themselves a ticket to Beijing, Tiananmen Square? And I'm sure the fans of this channel will chip in towards any crowdfunding efforts to get them there. It'll be a much more worthwhile pursuit than being a thorn in the side of ordinary working Brits in this country. You know, here in the UK, we're a world leader in reducing the greenhouse gases, and we've been utterly ruthless in our pursuit of that task. And we've achieved the fastest reductions, more reductions than anywhere really in the developed world. And let's not forget what fact riles them up more than anything. Who was the first British Prime Minister to put the environment at the centre of politics? It was Margaret Thatcher. Which economies, when faced with a trade-off between eating or fueling their homes over protecting the environment, choose eating, if at all possible, and fueling their homes? It's those unlucky enough to find themselves in the kinds of socialist countries that Extinction Rebellion are advocates of. It isn't socialism that's going to come up with the entrepreneurs and the innovators of capitalism that can win the battle of climate change. So listen, I think we need to reject these miserablest greenies and their authoritarian ideas that say those with the broadest shoulders can still fly, drive their cars and eat meat, but those of us unable to do so cannot in order to supposedly save the planet. Extinction Rebellion have repeatedly ripped up, defaced and smashed private property and famously, blocked access to hospitals and are now suspected of attempting cyber attacks, according to the blog Guido Fawkes. They're dangerous idiots and I reckon should be prescribed, as the likes of the think tank Policy Exchange have said, prescribed as a terrorist organisation to avoid any more waste of taxpayer money and precious police time and resources. Just have a look at some of this on Twitter. Just ridiculous scenes, massive amounts of waste of police time. It'll be from the same people talking about Boris the Butcher and how we need to socially distance to protect lives. And look at all of this. Look at the amount of police on the streets there. Blocking getting London back to normal. Blocking getting our kids back to school. Look at all of these middle class yobs, those that can take the financial hit, blocking those who can't from getting to their jobs or to their schools. It's a damn disgrace, and it's about time, in my view, that the government did something about this and stop this organisation of the right on the streets of our country. It's sick. It's an absolute outrage. Anyway, you let us know what you think in the comment section. Do you think they should be prescribed? Do you think it's a complete outrage? Do you think the laws selectively apply to these groups, that it's politically correct to be accepting of when it comes to protests? Let us know, and do consider supporting Reasoned at our GoFundMe page if you can afford to do so. Cheers guys, speak soon.